Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. In part 2, it's time to get cooking. We'll guide you through the process of making the perfect bangers and mash, from cooking the sausages to making creamy mashed potatoes. Modern variations and substitutes. As tastes have evolved, so too have sausage options. Today, you can find a range of contemporary choices that cater to different diets and preferences. Chicken sausage. For those looking for a lighter option, chicken sausage provides a lower-fat alternative. It often comes seasoned with herbs, allowing you to enjoy plenty of flavors without the heaviness of traditional pork sausage. Venison sausage. For a twist on the classic, consider venison sausage. With its rich, gamey flavor, it adds a unique touch to your dish. Pair it with a robust gravy for a satisfying meal. Vegetarian and vegan sausages. These options are perfect for those avoiding meat. Many brands offer plant-based sausages that don't skimp on flavor. Made from ingredients like soy, seitan, or lentils, they mimic the texture and tastes of traditional sausage beautifully. Selecting the right sausage, whether you stick with the classics or explore modern adaptations, can make all the difference in your bangers and mash. Each bite tells a story, blending the past with the present on your plate. What kind of sausage do you think would make your ideal bangers and mash? How to make the perfect mash. Getting the mash just right is key to elevating your bangers and mash experience. Creamy, buttery potatoes that melt in your mouth can take the dish from good to extraordinary. Here's how to create that perfect mash, along with tips for enhancing it. Traditional methods. Making classic mashed potatoes starts with selecting the right type of potato. Starchy varieties like russets or Yukon Golds are ideal, as they yield a fluffier texture. Begin by peeling the potatoes and cutting them into even chunks. This ensures they cook uniformly. Boil the potatoes, place the potato chunks in a pot, cover them with cold water, and add a generous pinch of salt. Bring the water to a rolling boil, then reduce it to a simmer. Cook the potatoes until they are tender and easily pierced with a fork, usually about 15 to 20 minutes. Drain and steam dry. Once cooked, drain the potatoes in a colander. Let them sit for a minute to allow excess moisture to evaporate. This step is crucial for avoiding watery mash. Mash with care. Return the potatoes to the pot or a mixing bowl. Use a potato masher or a ricer for a smooth texture. If you prefer a chunkier mash, be gentle to keep some of that rustic feel. Add butter and cream. Now for the magic. Heat some butter gently until just melted, then pour it over the potatoes. For extra creaminess, add warm milk or cream. Start with a little, and adjust to your desired consistency. Stir until everything is well combined. The warmth will help each ingredient blend smoothly, creating that velvety feel. This method not only showcases the potatoes but also allows the flavors to shine through. The key is in the balance of cream and butter. Too much can make it heavy, while too little can leave it dry. Enhancements and add-ons. While classic mash is delightful on its own, there's so much more you can do to infuse additional flavor. Here are some tasty enhancements to consider. Garlic. Add roasted garlic cloves to your mash for a subtle, sweet flavor. Simply roast the garlic until soft, then squeeze the pulp into the potatoes before mashing. Cheese. A handful of grated cheese can transform your mash. Cheddar is a popular choice, but feel free to experiment with others like Parmesan or blue cheese for a twist. Mix it in until it melts and creates a rich, creamy texture. Herbs. Fresh herbs like chives, parsley, or thyme not only add vibrant color but also give the mash a refreshing touch. Snip in some finely chopped herbs after mashing for an aromatic boost. Sour cream or Greek yogurt. For a tangy kick, mix in a dollop of sour cream or Greek yogurt. This adds creaminess and a nice depth of flavor that balances perfectly with the richness of the butter and cream. Truffle oil. Want to impress? A drizzle of truffle oil at the end can elevate your mash to gourmet status. Just a little goes a long way, so be cautious with this luxurious addition. Playing with these enhancements allows your mash to speak to your personal taste and creativity. Have fun experimenting. Whether keeping it traditional or pushing the boundaries, the goal is a mash that complements your bangers beautifully. What mix-ins are you excited to try? The role of gravy. Gravy is not just an afterthought when it comes to bangers and mash, it's the glue that ties this comforting dish together. A rich, flavorful gravy enhances the overall experience, transforming simple sausage and mashed potatoes into something truly special. Whether you prefer a classic onion gravy or want to try something different, the choices are plentiful. Let's break down the options. Traditional onion gravy. Onion gravy is a classic accompaniment for bangers and mash, offering a savory, slightly sweet flavor that perfectly complements the meatiness of the sausages. Here's how to prepare this delightful sauce. Gather your ingredients. You'll need a couple of large onions, butter, flour, beef or vegetable stock, salt, and pepper. Optional additions include Worcestershire sauce or a splash of balsamic vinegar for extra depth. Slice the onions. Start by thinly slicing the onions. This will help them marinate evenly. Sauté the onions. Melt a generous amount of butter in a skillet over medium heat. Add the sliced onions, stirring occasionally. Cook them slowly for about 15 to 20 minutes until they turn golden brown and soft, allowing the natural sugars to develop. Create a roux. Once the onions are cooked, sprinkle flour over them. This will help thicken your gravy. Stir for about a minute, allowing the flour to cook slightly. Add stock. Gradually pour in the stock while whisking to avoid lumps. Bring the mixture to a simmer. Cook for an additional 10 minutes, letting it thicken. Season with salt and pepper, and any optional ingredients to taste. Serve. Spoon the rich onion gravy generously over your bangers and mash. The caramelized onions combined with the savory sauce create a flavor explosion in every bite. This comforting and hearty gravy is a beloved option, but it's not the only choice you have. Alternative gravies. If you're feeling adventurous or have dietary preferences, there are several alternative gravies to explore. Red wine gravy. For a deeper, more robust flavor, consider using red wine to deglaze the pan after cooking the sausages. Add beef or vegetable stock and let it reduce, creating a velvety, wine-infused gravy. This pairs particularly well with richer sausages, like venison or game meat. Mushroom gravy. If you're a fan of earthy flavors, a mushroom-based gravy is a delicious alternative. Sauté finely chopped mushrooms in butter, then add stock and herbs, simmering until it thickens. This vegetarian-friendly option adds an extra layer of umami to the meal. Mustard gravy. For a tangy and spicy kick, a mustard-based gravy works wonders. Simply combine Dijon mustard with stock, butter, and a touch of cream to create a savory yet zesty sauce that complements the bangers beautifully. Serving tips. Once you've chosen your gravy, it's time to assemble the dish. Here are some serving tips to elevate your bangers and mash experience. Layering. Begin with a generous serving of mash on the plate. Lay the sausages on top, and then spoon over the gravy. This layering allows each bite to have a balanced amount of mash, sausage, and sauce. Garnish. Finish off your plate with a sprinkle of fresh herbs like parsley, chives, or thyme for a pop of color and freshness. It's a small touch that goes a long way. Pairing with vegetables. While bangers and mash is a hearty dish on its own, it pairs wonderfully with some simple vegetables. Consider serving it alongside peas, steamed greens, or even roasted carrots for a well-rounded meal. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.